Hello everyone. In my previous video we have done the chemical properties of metals and non-metals as well as displacement reaction. Now the next topic of this chapter is corrosion of the metals. See, everybody already knows what is a corrosion. Corrosion means is a natural process. Natural process which converts refined metal into the stable oxide. Simply you can say gradually destruction of the metals by chemical reactions with the environment. It is also known as electrochemical oxidation of the metals. And most common metal that corrodes is iron. You can see in the picture also iron nails are there, and corrosion of the iron is also known as the rusting. And the rust is iron oxide, that reddish brown flecky material over the iron objects. Second one is a copper. Whenever we exposed copper to the moisture of the air, it develops a thin layer coating of the copper hydroxide and copper carbonate, and it appears dull greenish in color. You can see in the picture also. In the silver also, silver when exposed to the moisture, it has a coating of the silver sulfide, and you can see the dull grayish or the blackish layer on the silver object. Now see, tarnishing. Corrosion of the metals such as the copper, silver and aluminium is called the tarnishing. In this process, when exposed to the air, metal change the color. Like copper turns to dull green, silver turns to the blackish in nature, and iron is also brownish in color. And how can we prevent the corrosion? By the simple method, by taking care not to expose metal to the moist air, by painting or you can say galvanization, applying the oil and the grease, electroplating of the silver object using the gold plating, etc. And that's all about the corrosion of the metals. Now main topic of this chapter is uses of the metals. What are the main uses of the metals? We already have discussed the physical strength of the metals. Only we have to do uses. First of all, the metal iron. Where is iron used? Iron is having a high tensile strength and a good conductor of heat and electricity. That is why they are used to make the railway tracks, vessels and in buildings. Aluminium, low weight and ductile, also malleable. Also aluminium is used for the kitchen utensils, shipbuilding, aircrafts, electrical wires, poles and foils. Copper is a ductile and the malleable and the good conductor of heat and electricity. That is why it has been used in electrical wires, in making alloys used with the gold and impart strength. Silver is a good conductor of heat and electricity, malleable and ductile also. Silver, gold and platinum are the precious metal. They are used for the making ornaments, and it's a good material for making wires, but it is very expensive. Lead, ductile and malleable. Cable casing, water pipes, pigments, batteries and in alloys. Mercury is a liquid metal and it is used to measure the temperature, means it is used in thermometers. Tin, do not rust. It's a lightweight, malleable and ductile metal. Is there it is used for the electroplating for the food cans, for soldering, preparing foils, used as a metal coating to prevent chemical reaction and corrosion, and for panel lighting. Now the some of the uses of the non-metals. First of all, the sulfur is used for the sulfur drugs and sulfuric acid in matchbox and gunpowder. Second one, you can say boron is used for making skin ointments. Phosphorus is a very reactive non-metal. It is used in making firecrackers. Oxygen is extensively used in the medicine industry, and it is also used for the respiration process also. Chlorine is used for the purifying water. Carbon is used as a fuel. and iodine is used to prevent thyroid problems as used as a disinfectant, and bromine for the production of the dyes. And that's all about this chapter, my dear students. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. Kindly like and share my channel. Thank you.